Welcome back, everybody. So today we are doing some more redstone stuff. So I set up this thing here, and this is made for a minute timer. So I made a minute timer for everyone today, and let's put the time to 0 or day, so I can explain this to you. So as everybody knows, with 1.4 there's wooden buttons and you can shoot them with arrows, and they despawn after 1 minute. So I made stuff today. I made this a while ago, but I made this a ton simpler than it used to be. It used to be a lot more complicated, so I worked with redstone today. And today I've been really busy. I recorded one episode today, and it took 3 hours. I played with a bunch with friends, and one of my friends came over from school unexpectedly, and yeah. So I've been really busy today. Here I have redstone. I already tested this out, and it works. So basically, that looks like 90, but it's supposed to say go. So this minute timer has two things. You can either use it for like a PvP map. This is just a thing that I set together. I'm just going to show you today on the minute timer. I'm not going to show you on how to make that, because that is basically just pistons, and that minute timer controls this. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys what it does, and you can also use it as TNT. So say that you're doing a PvP map, and you want to know by not letting people know with the board. Say that the board, like it's just a huge map. You can put like TNT every so often, and yeah, have this redstone connecting to it, and it'll blow up, so they know that it is a minute has been up and it's ready to fight. So that's what I intended to make this minute timer for. But yeah, I'm on my PvP map just to show you guys this, because this is a redstone set. I made this map so it's 8 blocks deep in dirt, so I can mess with redstone. But anyway, on to the point. Yep, see, this is a minute timer. I'm gonna go ahead and toggle downfall. There we go. So after 1 minute, that will go out and say go. At least I hope it does. I think it will. And that TNT won't blow up because I don't have the redstone connecting to it, and I'm not going to. But you will see how it works here in a minute. So there's also one more thing I want to show you. I'm just going to show you how to set it up as this minute timer is counting down. So I can't remember what this is called. I think it's some sort of gate. It has to do with some sort of gate. Okay, that toggle downfall actually made it raining out. So basically, there we go. I think it's some sort of gate. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a very useful thing. I used it in that map over there. And I'm waiting for these to despawn. There we go. And it didn't work. Oh, well, I guess. I already know why it didn't work. But anyway, this didn't work because I didn't have RS no latch in it. And an RS no latch, if you guys don't know what an RS no latch is, it's this. So 2 blocks, 1 diagonally away. Torch there, redstone, redstone going to that block, redstone and redstone. And basically this RS NOR latch holds one state. So if I go like that, it will turn this torch on, and no matter how many times I will put power into this input again, it will no longer change. And basically this is set up for like something like this, where this thing will not reset unless you hit a reset button. So a reset button would be like power that goes into here, and I'm just going to demonstrate it really quickly. So there would be the reset button, and it reset it back. You just reset the torch back. That would be a reset button. Really simple, and really useful. But I'll get back to this here in a minute because I didn't include one of those in there. But this is a very useful thing. Can't remember what it's called, like I said earlier. Basically, you have 2 inputs. So, say that... Here, I can tell you what it is basically through this map. That's also why I came into this map. So this map has two levers, and whenever one team is ready, they flick a lever. And say that the blue side isn't ready. So pretend that the red side is ready, so they flick their lever, and the current turned on. And there's an output. I'm actually going to turn it to peaceful. Okay, so peaceful, and let's see, an iron door right there. So there'd be the iron door for both sides. So for both sides, that's the iron door. So they're both closed. And so when the blue team is ready, they'll flick their lever, and the door will open. Now, this is basically a two-input thing. You can have multiple of these if you really want to. I'm not going to set up anything really extravagant with it, or I think I said that word wrong. But basically, say that the blue side's ready and the red side isn't. The door will remain shut. So this is a two-input system. It will only activate when both inputs are on. So yeah, you can get really precise with that. You can create a bunch of creations with it. I believe I showed last time a bud switch, and basically a bud switch is really easy to make. And what you can do is with command blocks, you can I'd have to set up something for it, but I'm not going to. But say that you're doing a map, capture the no, what is it called? CTM map, and you have to place the wool there. Well, that would activate this piston or the bud switch, and then if you have a command block, you can give XP to the nearest player, and there's some way that you can do it so it only activates it once, which I could show you if once I had the time to set it up. So I guess I'll set that up and show you. Okay, so I set everything up, and yeah, so here we go. There we go. And although it didn't give me XP, I thought that if somebody was making a map or anything, this would be very useful. I'll show you what this does, but say that you wanted XP and you don't know how to give XP through command blocks like I don't. I didn't feel like searching it all up on the internet or anything. Couldn't figure it out. That's fine. But say that you wanted to give them other items. You could teleport them into a bedrock room that they couldn't get in normally, and there'd be a chest and a button in here. So the chest would have any item. I put Botto Enchanting, and then they take it, and then you put like a sign here saying you want to get out. Press this. You press the button, and it teleports them where they once were. But this is foolproof. Say that you don't want the people to like get a number amount of, well, say that this was XP, and you don't want them to get like unlimited amount of XP. Well, this bud switch no longer works. Now, how did I do that? Basically, the bud switch, here, I'm going to put that there for now. I had to break the redstone and everything. So, here we go. Let me just fix it quickly. that was cool. I have to admit, that was pretty cool. There we go, and then no. And there we go. That's actually, hold on, let me just fix it. Okay, it no longer detects it. Let me just put a new piston there, that'll fix everything. There we go. And then now I can put that stuff there. There, okay. So that's what it would normally look like. So basically when you put anything right there, this block would go there, putting power to this, going to here, going to this piston, and removing the redstone wire. Which, this part right here is what makes the bud switch a bud switch. So that would disable the bud switch from ever working again. Well, you do get the command out of this for one time. So, yeah, very simple. Show it to you again. And then I teleported in the wrong spot, but there we go. So now you can't do it ever again. So, yeah, I think that was pretty cool. So I covered this. Now time for the minute timer. So I'm going to show you how to build the minute timer. That I kind of failed at. I could fix it, but I'm not going to do that. Just for the minute timer part. So again, the minute timer is this. Yep. Okay, so whatever you want a minute timer for. So you're going to need dispensers, arrows. Yeah. So basically, you have to place dispensers like this. How many you want, but I do not suggest 2 or 1, because there is a chance that the dispensers will miss the button. So, yeah, any block, and then a wooden button on every block. I don't like to put them together like this, like that, and have the buttons all aside. I guess you could do that, but it might be a bit buggy. I'm not gonna do that. But if you want to conserve space, go ahead. But there we go, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and make the board that controls all of these. I need blue wool again. Looks better. Okay, so the button that controls it would go there. So, put the redstone current. The button's going to send power to that redstone through the block into that redstone. So now you need to power all of these dispensers. Or just put redstone all on the blocks right here that will power them. So just like that. Just like that. Now you need arrows. So I'm just going to chuck some. And I'm not going to put 64 in each one. There we go. I do suggest filling them all up because they do use arrows pretty quick. So then for the output, make sure they're all the same. So that's all one output. So then you need one current that will split off into another one. So make sure there's a space somewhere. So right there would be a space. And make it go off in a different location wherever. So make sure you have like a delay. I don't really know how much of a delay. I didn't really test that, but not too much of a delay. So you wait forever. But then, however far you want to put it, you could make it really short by doing it like, let's see, this. That would make it really short. This would be the power to your stuff. This piston's basically your power. That's how to explain it. So then just put redstone on the other side. Make sure there is a repeater right here, so the current can go through the block and hit this redstone. So however you want to do it, I like to do it with TNT, or if you want to do it with a command block that teleports everyone somewhere. And yeah. So I'm not going to do that, but you could do a command block. And by the way, the ID number for a command block is give, and I'm going to write my name, 1, and then 3, and 7. And I just got another one. So command block is 137, and this is your minute timer basically. So if I make this current pretty long, and then I get some TNT, or you could even do it with a piston, or whatever you want a minute timer for, you can do it with. So you just click it, and you will have to wait 1 minute before that piece of TNT goes off, or whatever you're doing. But speaking of timing, I'm going to teach you how to make a 5-minute timer, or possibly make it how long of a timer you want, because this is just for 1 minute. So once that minute timer goes off, we'll be able to tell, definitely, because you can hear TNT from a long ways away. But anyway, on to a 5-minute timer. So 5-minute timer can be easily made by what I'm doing right here. There we go, there's that. So you place basically any item you want in the dispenser. Make sure you put a block on the side here, just like this. And there we go. That's a 5-minute timer. And I could put the output there. So that's the output, and if I wanted the output to be always off, I can just put an inverter in. And an inverter is, see, there goes the minute timer. An inverter is simply that. So say that the current is always on, I'll teach you what an inverter is. Current is always on. Well, an inverter is just a break in the current with a block. and with a torch on it. That's an inverter. So, say that you want the current always on. So there's, this current right here is off. And you want the current to be on, there we go. But if you want it to be off, there we go. It's just a simple invert to a signal. Okay, so I have it figured out now. So, when I press this button, the current will last for 10 minutes. Although I do have 3. I still haven't figured out this, because this is normally off, but this will turn on after 10 minutes. Still haven't figured that one out. I could probably put up a regulator, just like with the... Basically what I did with this, just hook up one of these, and that would probably work. I don't have the time today to do that, but yeah. So basically, after this one's 5 minutes up, pick up the item, shoots one, pick up the item after another 5 minutes, shoots one, and this current turns on, which means that it's actually been 10 minutes. So that one makes me a bit confused, but I could hook up something like that to this, and that would work. I know for a fact that would work. If I could pick up the item, give me the item. I already picked it up, okay. But I'm going to show you how I did this. So, I'm going to go ahead and destroy these. Die. That's right, you're all going to die. Yep. They're all dead now. There, everything is gone. So, yeah. So, here is one of the pieces of the 5-minute timer. So, saying there's items in here. 5 minutes, it shoots on there. Put a torch here. Put a block. Not that block. Any block besides anything that can be powered with redstone. So that will get powered through this block. And then you make your other dispenser. And you do the same thing. Like you build the same exact thing from right here. So you just build the same thing. Put another wood pressure plate. Break out where the wood pressure plate is. Put another torch. Do the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, that's exactly what I just did. Yep, just that over and over and over and over and over again. So, yeah. I think I would just have to have a normal signal for it, but I know it won't work still. So, split up the items in it, and there we go. That's a 10-minute timer for right now. That's a 10-minute timer. Give me a minute, and I'll try and hook up something like that. Okay, I set that up really quickly. I'm going to call this my regulator. So basically, a regulator that I made this up. I don't know if somebody else has already done it. Probably. But you just have a delay, piston, and another current that's instant coming to this. And then after the time is up, the current will go through. So, I already showed that on the minute timer. No need to show it again. But here's the 5-minute timer. There's the normal 5-minute timer, and you just have to hook up one of those to it for 5 minutes. So, say that it's been 5 minutes already. Shoots out another one. Pretend it's been another 5 minutes. Shoots out another one. And I actually have to put this below. I think. Did it even hit the... Oh, there's no pressure plate in there. I think that would help. Some. Just a tad, you know. Okay, so let me put a pressure plate in there and... Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, so the item falls in. And there we go. And then after 5 minutes... This is only a one-time activation unless you want an RS NOR latch at the end. And an RS NOR latch, remember, it's the diagonal thing. And then redstone. There would be an RS NOR latch. And then the output would be right there. So then, pretend 5 minutes has been up. Bam. and that will never change. So you always need that on. It will always be on. And then you need a reset button if you ever want to reset it. Oh, that was a huge lag spike. Don't know why. If you ever need to reset it, you just have any current coming into that block. Any current whatsoever. So there we go. And it's reset. That's very, very simple to me. I'll go over the regulator again, and then I'm going to have to end it off. So the regulator, I'll show you. So the regulator, pretend this is output. Any output whatsoever. Make it just like that. Have two, one for the output, and then, yeah, just that way. Well, you could do it that, I guess. Yeah, you could. So the output would be right there. Give it a delay. 3, I think, would be a good delay. And then put a block there. I need a sticky piston. Sticky piston. Or you could do normal pistons on both sides, but a sticky piston is ideal. So sticky piston. Block. Instant current. So, just like this. And then until... So I'm going to explain how this is like a regulator. So with this current being delayed, it will also take longer to dissipate. Well, this one is instant. So instantly, once the power is taken away, this will retract, and the power will come through instantly from that. So it's almost a complete instantaneous thing. So as soon... Here, I'll punch it out, and you'll see. See how the power still went through that, and it powered that for a couple seconds. Then if you want it on forever, you hook up one of the RS NOR latches. And then you can have a reset button, or if you don't want to reset it, go ahead. Wow, that made a huge explosion. So, we covered quite a bit today. I'm going to check the time on it, and I'll be back. Okay, so I still got some time left. So, let's see, what else can I build for you? Okay, so you know in my Let's Play I have a storage room type thing, where there's an input and an output, and to reset it, a step. So, in my storage room I basically have that, and the redstone behind my storage room, like these blocks cover up most of the chests, and when they go down it exposes the chest. So, say that you wanted to cover up TNT, and you want the TNT showing at times. So, yeah, this is how I did it. I hooked up an RS NOR latch. Actually, did I do that right? No, I want it the other way. I want it closer to here. There we go. And then to right there, and then hook, hook, hook. So this current, this pressure plate right here, the one that I fall down and land on, goes to there, resets it. Then I can step on this as many times as I want, and it won't change. And then when I go back up, that was supposed to happen. So when I go back up, I just have a current going to it. So, reset. That's basically my entire storage room idea. It's really simple redstone. So then I would just hook up one of the outputs, which in case the outputs would be right here. Then I put 2 blocks there to power them. There we go. And then I fall down. Good. Then I go back up. Really simple thing. Then you can step on this as many times as you want. You can do a ton of stuff with this RS NOR latch. Really, I'm not even going to go through how many stuff you can create with it. Showed you the... Oh crap, I can't remember what it is, but the thing where a button can stay on until you press it again. Showed you that. There really isn't that much more about redstone that I know. I'm gonna have to play around with the new thing where if you have a powered thing, and then it locks it. I really need to play around with that. I haven't played around with it at all. I think it'd be really cool. And then locks the state. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna have to play around with stuff like that, but I don't think it's gonna be useful. I already have everything. That's basically everything I know about redstone, with the regulator, the RS NOR latch, this, can't remember the name of this, the bud switch, right here, bud switch, yep. I think there was one other thing that I had told you about, the 5-minute timer, the minute timer, everything that I've showed you in the past 2 redstone videos is what I use for redstone, and it works every time. The next thing I show you is a lock system. That's the next thing I'll show you in the next video. The next video won't be that long then. So, I will see you guys next time.